Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, YAHAWAH Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Young brother here, Shamash One, with a new video. And I want to get into John 1 and 1, and I want to focus on the word in the Greek. And the inspiration for this lesson comes from GMS homework, and I've been getting back into doing my GMS homework. I'll be honest, I fell off for a little while, just slipping my mind and reading, and then but I got to get back into it because I do want to finish all of GMS homework, because it has been a really great help for me, for the rest of the brothers as well who have used GMS homework. And it's really important to do those GMS homeworks, because from there you get like the tricky questions, and then on the highways and byways, when people ask you and try to throw you various curveballs and whatever, now you're confident and you're able to handle it, and I want to go into this because there was actually a question I wanted to test on the word word in the Greek, and it got me searching into it, so that's the inspiration for this lesson. So without further ado, John chapter 1 verse 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Now I've read that verbatim, but it's actually a real meaning to it. Let's get the real meaning to it in the breakdown. In the beginning, the same beginning as Genesis 1 and 1, the Word is Yahawashi. John chapter 1 verse 14, and the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and he beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Now, people who don't have the Spirit, when they see the word only begotten of the Father, they think that the Most High had sex, which that's completely off. And we've already broke down the immaculate deception many times, and brothers have made many videos on it. I don't think I've ever, maybe I mentioned certain things, but that'd be a good idea to go jump into, so I could look for it for myself. But and do the breakdown myself. But that virgin birth is pure nonsense. Scriptures off top. Isaiah 7 and 14, the word should be Ilama instead of Bathwala, which Ilama is a woman of marriageable age without without denoting whether she or not she's a virgin. But here you got on the King James, the virgin birth topic. The word for maid is Ilama, which merely means young woman, without making distinction as to whether or not she has laid with a man, or whether she has laid with a man or not. And then Proverbs 30 and 19 is example. And the Greek virgin is Parthenos, but that word should not be there. It means virgin. The real word is Neanis, or young woman. Parthenos was inserted to push virgin birth by wicked Israelites trying to incorporate other nations' customs into the scriptures. And I added this one, and this breakdown here, this came from a breakdown by the elders on a virgin birth breakdown by Elder Apostle Gabar and Elder Apostle Ramlab, that you can find on the Great Millstone page, one of the Great Millstone pages on Daily Motion. And I recommend you brothers check that page out, because certain things you're not going to find on YouTube, especially if you're doing the GMS homeworks. You got to look at the Daily Motion. You got to search for it. Watch those old shows when brothers were going into the Hebrew and the Greek, going into certain things. They'll help you a lot. All right, let's go back into it. In the beginning, the same beginning as Genesis 1 and 1, the Word is Yahawashi. John 1 and 14, and Revelation 19 and 13. I'm certain that one is Yahawashi is called the Word of God. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's in Revelation 19 and 13. But there's many others. Yahawashi coming in the volume of the book. There's too many. God in Hebrew is Elohim, which is plural. Slakia. Allah means power. Yom makes it plural. Therefore, powers, angels. Yahawashi and the angels see the blueprint for the Most High to build the earth and the universe. And that's what the only begotten Son means. Because basically, let's go into, let's go, damn it, go up there. Let's go into Psalm, the 2nd chapter. This is the book of Psalm chapter 2, verse 7. I will declare the decree the Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. This day have I begotten thee, which that took holy shit, it's a cat bugging out. This day have I begotten thee. That's Matthew 3 and 17. And it says, my son in whom I am well pleased, hear ye him. Is when this came to pass. The kingdom will be of Yahawashi. Grace portion goes to the firstborn son, which that's what that means. The only begotten son. Because basically, the Lord created Yahawashi first. Through Yahawashi, you get the angels. And we know that a portion of those angels, other 144,000 are the first fruits who are around with Yahawashi, creating everything, creating the universe, creating the earth, the water, the ground, these various plants, herbs, all of it. The pawpaw fruit, brothers, we all came up with that. Yahawashi, angels, and the brothers that were around back then, that were those angels back then, came up with that, with the pawpaw fruit. I gotta see if I could get my hands on one of those, rare fruits. Lord willing, in the kingdom, I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to have, different orchards of rare fruits. I get to taste different things. Like down here in the States, what do you get? Which I mean, there's rare fruits available, but I mean, you kind of gotta search for them, and they're probably really out of the way. I doubt. Actually, I'm not gonna say I doubt. I'm pretty sure they're out there. I just haven't looked for them yet. Once again, though in the kingdom, that could be something I could, really dabble into. Fruits will probably have a different kind of taste because we'll have land Sabbaths again. It'll be beautiful. So yeah, as you see here, Yahawashi is the firstborn son, the first begotten of Yahawah. Exactly. Through Yahawashi, everything else was created and established, such as the 144K, as originally angels, angels as well, right? Because a portion of the angels are the 144,000, and you have the rest of the angels, literal angels, and then they created the rest of the world. And for the 144K, the first fruits being angels, what do you got to go into? You got to go into Revelation 19 and 10. Fellow servant. Fellow meaning like, and servant means like, a servant. Like I am your fellow employee. Fellow means of a like kind or the same kind. Okay. So yeah, angels, and then they created the rest of the world. Yahawashi made all things through you. Yahweh made all things through Yahawashi. So that's basically what that means. Not that the Lord had sex with Mary, because that would be adultery. Okay, that's literally the definition of adultery. And as I said, we're not getting into the virgin birth or the immaculate deception today. The same. Actually, we don't really need to even go into the next verse, but the angels. Let's see, Yahawashi and the angels received the blueprint from the Most High Yahweh to build the earth and the universe. So that's basically what I want to get into. So now let's go into the word. Alright, so here we are. Let's go to the interlinear. And the word is, let's see.
Strong's G 3056. Logos.
Or logos of speech, a word uttered by a living voice, embodies a conception or idea. Exactly. Yahawashi is the word, and what does that word represent? The word represents Yahawashi. So it embodies a word, embodies in conception or an idea, and it represents Yahawashi. And Yahawashi also represents wisdom, and also represents salvation. You know why? Because look at Yahawashi's name. Yahawashi means he is the deliverer, and his name is he is the deliverer because he's going to deliver us from where we're at here in America, man. Deliver us from these chains of darkness. And that's gonna usher all that in, for us having the new bodies after Yahawashi is coming. And you also gotta bring up as well that through Yahawashi, that's how we know who we are, really. Because you have to remember, like the scriptures say, you know, in John 3 and like 14, it says, as a brazen serpent was lifted up, same thing as Yahawashi to be lifted up, you know. And we lift up Yahawashi, and we show Yahawashi around, you know. We show Yahawashi in the highways and byways, you know. We give out that wisdom, because Yahawashi is dealing with us, you know, of course, through the Lord Yahawah, you know. But really, Yahawah through Yahawashi is dealing with us. But what I mean to say is Yahawashi is acting on the behalf of Yahawah, because many times in scriptures Yahshua said, "Not my will, but Thy will be done," you know, and such things like that. Yahawashi follows the will of the Lord Yahawah. Yahawah created Yahawashi. Okay, let's move on. Well, someone has said the word, the sayings of God, decree, mandate, order, the moral precepts given by the Most High, Old Testament prophecy given by the prophets, was declared a thought, declaration, aphorism, a weighty saying, dictum, maxim. Let's skip down a little bit. Look, they got the word reason, which Yahawashi is wisdom, you know. Let's see here. In John, denotes the essential word of the Most High, Yahawashi Mashiach. We know it says Jesus Christ, but the real name is Yahawashi. That's how you say it in the original Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew. Okay, that word Yeshua and all that nonsense, that came out the Yiddish, which of course those fake Jews were pushing out when they came into power. You know, Yiddish is just, you know, a corrupted form of Hebrew. It's just Hebrew mixed with Latin and Greek, because that's those Amalekites, those fake Jews, were speaking. They were speaking those various languages, Latin and Greek languages, and he mixed it with the Hebrew. So let's read it again. The personal wisdom and power in union with the Most High, His minister in creation and government of the universe, the cause of all the world's life, both physical and ethical, which for the and the rest is pretty much going off, which is the procurement of man's salvation, the Israelite man's salvation, put on human nature in the person of Yahawashi, the Messiah, the second person, and they say the Godhead, and then they go off with that. But you know, they say man's salvation is really the Israelite man's salvation. They put on human nature in the person of Yahawashi, Mashiach, the second person in the Godhead, and you know, when they say the Godhead, they go back to like the Trinity and all that nonsense, which that's off, as we, you know, just proved. Yahawashi said, "Not my will, but Thy will be done." Yahawashi doesn't know when He's gonna come back. You know, that time and season, knoweth no man, not even the Son. You know, whatever. Brothers know, but the word logos, that's what that means. Essential word of the Most High, personal wisdom and power in union with the Most High. And let's go get another definition. Yeah, so I said I was going to get another definition, but before I get that definition, I was talking about how the word or logos is a word that symbolizes an idea, right? And that's also where you get the word logo from anyway. Like you have a logo for a business logo, it personifies or is a symbol for that business. It denotes or embodies the business, right? Like Konami has a logo, you know, Bandai Namco has a logo, Sega. What does the Sega logo represent? It represents Sega the company, where you get your Sonic games and all you know, all that stuff. You know, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 7. And this is talking about the brass serpent, which really represents Yahawashi. Let's read it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 7. For he that turneth himself toward it was not saved by a thing that he saw, but by thee that art the Savior of all. Thing, the brass serpent that really represents Yahawashi. It is through Yahawah He was able to heal us and still look after His men in our modern age. Exactly. And then I got here John 3 and 14, as I was saying. Note the serpents carried poison. We really don't got to go into the rest of that one. But that's pretty much it. And the poison basically represents sin. Anyway, the poisonous serpents basically just represents sin. And the brass serpent just represents Yahawashi, which, you know, that goes into and is a representation of us looking towards Yahawashi and through the Spirit, following the Lamb wherever he goes, and you know, and falling, and not, I guess you could say, falling from our previous state in the world, or I guess you say rising above, or you could say leaving. I guess that's a better word, leaving our previous state in the world, putting off the old man and putting on the new, as the scriptures constantly go into in so many words. Let's get that next example, next definition, and we'll close out. All right, so this is the word logos or logos. Oh, damn it! This ain't the right one, is it? Nope. There we go. Ancient Greek, from Proto-Hellenic logos, from Proto-Indo-European leg, but that's all Japheth. Before, I guess proto I guess is like, I don't know if that means before Hellenic, because I know Hellenic is going to Alexander the Freak. If it's before Hellenic, I'm not really gonna look into it like that, but whatever. But Proto-Indo-European, that has to be, that goes back to Japheth, man. These the original, Greeks. I'm not gonna look at what proto means right now, because let's go ahead and do it. Oh, proto comes from Greek. What does proto something mean? In favor of? No, it's pro. Let's try something else. Let's try a different word. But yeah, I guess I was right. It says like forward, before, first. Slovakia. But I'm what you call a bit of a completionist sometimes. But I mean, little stuff like that just takes a few seconds to look up. But yeah, it basically means like before, I believe. At least this one says before. I know you got things like, yes, it is before, because you have prototype, and whatever. But let's go back to that word. So yeah, just want to look that up real quick, because nothing wrong with that. I had to check things out. And let's see here, logos. Okay, I can't remember how the guy said it. That which is said, word, sentence, speech, story, debate, utterance. That which is thought, reason, consideration, computation, reckoning, and account, explanation, narrative. Christianity, the word of wisdom of the Most High. Exactly, because Yahawashi is wisdom, and that's Proverbs the 8th chapter and Proverbs the 9th chapter. Identified with Yahawashi in the New Testament, by whom the world was created. God the Son, and then I think they're going to the whole, nonsense again. The whole Trinity doctrine, which once again that's off. That's just off. And yeah, I think I'm gonna close out. We don't really got touch more into this, but this word logos is where you get the word logo from. And let's actually go, for curiosity's sake, let's go look it up. All right, so I was curious because I remember reading up on this. Right, I remember reading up on this thing Etymology Online, because when I first was doing the GMS homework quiz and I saw the question, what was the word logo? What is the word for word in the Greek? And translated into like English. And I did my digging and I looked up in the scriptures, not in the scriptures, looked up on Google, what is the word in the Greek? In the New Testament, and then I found the word logos, and then thought back to logo. So here's the etymology online for logo: simple symbol or graphic meant to represent something. As I mentioned a few like game companies and whatever. Like you have Konami and Bandai Namco and what did I say, Sega. Let's see, Triace. Who came up with, it's a Level 7 Studios? Square. I was saying Level 7 because I think they came up with one of these games. I think Dragon Quest. They did Dragon Quest or something. But everyone knows about Square Enix. And all these different companies, all of them got their own logos. They all got their own symbols which represent their company. Okay, and all these things. When you go to Starbucks got a logo. Okay, and the thing is, it goes inside this place. is Egypt and Sodom and all these different fucking places. And I don't really mean not so much Sodom, but Egypt and Babylon, because America also follows their ways. You know, their nonsense, their heathen nonsense. You know, and also Rome. Because you go into a lot of these symbols for these businesses. They got like pyramids and shit. You know, it's, once again, that goes back to, you know, Kemetic Hamite worship. You know, and then that goes back into, you know, the all-seeing eye, and basically Esau wants to play as he's the Most High. And that's 2 Thessalonians and Ezekiel 28. The first few verses is really the point. So let's go here. Logo, probably a shortening of logogram, sign or character representing a word, and that's what it is. And the word logogram basically comes from the word logo or logos. There you go, comes from logos. So that proves it. Lowell and the edified and Shalom.